Hey, so if you're wondering how you can incorporate forest bathing into your daily routine, this is the video for you. Hey, I'm Molly from the Forest Bathing Society and Project Rewild, and I want to answer your most asked questions about forest bathing. Let's get into it. Today we're answering the question, how can you incorporate forest bathing into your daily routine? Forest bathing does not have to be reserved for long, leisurely weekend hikes. With some intentional planning, you can weave mini practices into your daily routine, even if you live in an urban environment. So let's explore simple ways to make nature a regular part of your life. So if you're super busy, you can start with a mini forest bathing practice for your busy schedule. Check this out. Try a 5-minute nature break. Even on the busiest of days, you can step outside for a quick reset. Take 5 minutes to stand under a tree. Close your eyes and focus on the sounds, the smells, and the sensations of nature around you. A short but intentional moment of stillness can help reduce your stress and refocus your mind, even on a busy day. Another thing you can try is mindful walking. If you have a short walk to work, or to your car from the parking lot because you wanted to park a little further back, or even a little walk around your neighborhood, use that time to slow down and engage your senses. Pay attention to the rustling of the leaves, to the way the sunlight filters through the trees or the clouds, or the patterns of shadows that lay on the ground. By tuning and turning that normal everyday walk into a mindful experience, you're incorporating both forest bathing principles and these mindfulness practices into your regular day. If you got a little bit longer time, why not take in some nature during your lunch break? If possible, take your lunch break outdoors. Go sit in a park bench under a tree or take in the natural surroundings as you eat somewhere. This could be a time to simply observe how the wind goes through the trees, or to feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. If it's super cold and it's winter, sit by the window and let your eyes stretch. Another thing you can try is called a nature pause while you're in the middle of your commute. If you have access to green spaces during your commute, even taking a moment to notice a single tree or a patch of grass can serve as a brief but grounding nature connection. Allow yourself to pause for a moment and to tune into the sights and the sounds around you. And hey, if you got even longer, try a weekend micro excursion. If your weekends are packed, try scheduling 10 or 15 minutes of nature time on the weekend. It could be as simple as walking through a local park or garden. The key here is to focus on the quality rather than the quantity. Engage fully with your surroundings, even if the time is brief. All right, so what about creating nature connections in urban environments? I know that's a specific challenge you keep asking about. So let's talk about finding local green spaces, because urban environments often have small parks, community gardens, or even green rooftops that can provide moments of nature immersion. So even if your surroundings are just buildings, finding pockets of greenery can offer a much needed breath of fresh air. Research local parks, look for tree-lined streets, or even botanical gardens near your home or your work. Another thing you can try is bringing nature into your home or into your office. Because if you can't easily access natural spaces, why not bring nature indoors? Houseplants, flowers, or small herb gardens can create a soothing environment and can improve your air quality. Surround yourself with natural textures like wood, stone, or fabrics that remind you of the outdoors. You can also look for window views and natural light. If you work in an office or you live in a high-rise apartment, Try to spend time near windows that offer views of the sky, of trees, or of water. Simply watching the clouds pass by or the changing light can create a calming connection to nature, even when you're indoors. I know this to be true. I used to have an office that was literally a closet. And when I moved to an office with windows, everything changed. You can also try incorporating sounds and scents of nature, like bird songs, flowing water, or rain into your indoor spaces. These sounds can evoke a forest-like atmosphere. Adding essential oils with natural scents like pine, cedar, or lavender can also help mimic the sensory experience of being outdoors. And why not create a nature corner? I do this everywhere I go. Set up a dedicated space or a corner or a shelf in your home or in your office or both with elements that remind you of the forest. This could include potted plants, stones, pine cones, or small branches. Use this space as your personal nature retreat when you need a moment to recharge. All right. We've digested all of those. And if you're liking these tips, why not hit that subscribe button and join us here on the channel before we start talking about building consistent forest bathing habits into our lives. First tip is to start small and to build up. Do not feel pressured to spend hours in the forest right away. Start with just 5 or 10 minutes a day, whether it's stepping outside to just breathe or sitting on your porch and observing the trees. As you get comfortable, gradually increase the amount of time you spend. Second tip, schedule regular nature time. Just as you would schedule exercise or a meeting, put your forest bathing time in your calendar. Whether it's a 10-minute daily walk or a weekly visit to a park, creating a routine will make it easier to build the habit. Think of it as a non-negotiable self-care practice. My third tip is to combine forest bathing with other activities. If time is tight, pair forest bathing with other things you're already doing. You could take a mindful walk while listening to a nature-inspired podcast. You can meditate outdoors, or you can even stretch and do yoga in a natural setting. The idea here is to blend forest therapy with the activities you already enjoy. Tip number 4 here is to track your progress and to reflect. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be pointing so much, but keeping a simple journal or using an app to track your time that you spend in nature can help reinforce the habit. Reflect on how you feel before and after your forest bathing sessions. Over time, you'll likely notice improvements in your mood, your energy, your focus, your sleep habits, which can motivate you to keep going. Hey, I got another tip. Number 5. I gotta stop pointing at you. But involve your family and your friends. Building a habit is way easier when it's a shared habit. Invite family members and friends to join you on your nature practice. Could be a weekend forest walk, a trip to a local park, or simply sitting outside together. Making forest bathing a communal activity can help strengthen the habit and create a shared moment of peace. By incorporating these small, mindful practices into your daily routine, you can make forest bathing a consistent and meaningful part of your life. Even with a busy schedule or in an urban environment, nature is always there. It's waiting, and it's waiting to offer its calming benefits to you. You simply just need to take a moment to step outside. Thank you so much for joining us. If you want to try forest bathing for yourself, try the Rewild way. And get your free session. Information is down in the description. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you in our next one. Until I do, remember I love you, and I'll see you in the forest.